The movie itself also has, implications of and understandings of the other ones. Like the Thunderbolts post-credit scene has the Fantastic Four arriving to Earth.
Right.
So it would appear that, at least in my perception, and most likely others, is that Doom does take Franklin,
Mm-hmm.
and then it becomes a hunt to save Franklin, which leads them to
Our world.
our world. And that leads to
But
that
there's
post-credit
also an
scene.
interesting question of, we haven't seen them interact with our world at all. You could do an entire Fantastic Four 2 before Secret Wars. Not in chronological order, like for our filming, but like that they don't have to touch our stuff. They could come in after the universe reboots.
And then again, that there lies my concern.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the best way to do a Doomsday movie is the way they said Infinity War is a Thanos point of view movie, really actually do that.
100%. He needs to be the lead.
Exactly. It really does need to be
It's
the
his
lead.
day.
Yeah, it's his day. It's Doomsday.
Let him have his day.
Yeah, I think you have to really let him be his day versus all this other stuff with all these like different cameos and everything. And maybe that'll come in the form of Doom hopping planets and interacting with characters and then if he has Franklin at his disposal, that is that makes it much easier to fathom how he's able to pull that off. And in the movie, you see at those like Senate meetings or whatever, those hearings, Latveria is there, but Doom's not present.
Yeah.
So he's obviously been forming some plans and observing behind the scenes, and probably
we know they're aware of him.
Yeah, and it seemed to me like an indicator that he's been developing this like almost like Lex Luthor obsession with Superman off screen, but maybe an off screen obsession with the Fantastic Four and really keeping his eyes on them.
I also really like that moment for that very moment to build history without having to do too much. But I love that the movie is such a mother protecting child movie, and then the last beat, the threat of Doom is an innocent, soft moment, but you feel like someone invaded your space.
Yeah.
Like I have this crazy paranoia of just someone in my house like that. That's why The Strangers work so well. Just the idea of like, why are you doing this? Because you were home.
Yeah.
Like the idea of someone in your space is so invasive. I love that the whole movie is like, protect my child, do anything to protect my child. We meet Doom literally just already there.
Yeah.
I really liked that, like, he's already this figure of power and malice and he doesn't move.
Yeah.
That's so cool that like there's an impact. So the moment tender, but the realization of like invader of privacy, of like ultimate power, you're just bamfing in here.
Yeah.
Probably using his teleportation thing, which Reed Richards, John Krasinski used in.
Did he?
Oh yeah, the way he.
Oh my
morphs in,
God, you're
that's
right.
a Dr. Doom. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Now that you're reading the
Oh
comics,
my God! Yeah.
That's a Doom device.
Oh yeah.
So I assume that's how he got in.
Ah yes. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, right. I was as excited about how John Krasinski got there as Reed being there, because I was like, Doom device.
That's pretty cool.
So I assume that's how he got in, which is fun.
Well, I think, though, that it will probably end with Franklin. See, the thing is, we keep saying Franklin, and to clarify, a big part of, especially in the Hickman run, is that older Franklin factors in a lot. Like he time travels back.
Time dilation is a big part of this movie, which I thought they were going to touch on more. I'm curious if that comes to play.
Yeah, no, I think it will. I think Fantastic Four is. That's the cool thing about how I thought this movie was executed, is that it stands alone and it doesn't feel like a giant setup for the next movie.
Right.
But when you think about it,
it sets up so
it sounds
much.
like the perfect setup for the next movie.
Which is how they used to feel.
Yeah, exactly.
It feels like phase one.
Yeah, because it feels
where it's its own thing, but you have so many opportunities out of it.
Instead of it seeming like the purpose of it is to set up the future.
I love that we did not immediately have the instinct to just do post-credit video. We're going to do a full spoiler conversation. Yeah. Like, so many of these movies are about the next thing. This movie feels like its own thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to cap off that, like, one thought is I think that we will probably have an older Franklin Richards. I don't know who will play that. Oh my God, Gabriel Luna.
I could see that.
Pedro Pascal's brother from the last. Actually, we've had a cool meta casting.
Yeah, I immediately can see that. That'd be interesting. He's so good.
I think that'd be fun. Oh, but then you won't get him as Ghost Rider. Anyway, but yeah, I think we'll probably have like an older Franklin show up by the end, and then he will be the one. And when because anytime, like, I imagine anytime Franklin uses his powers, that actually further contributes to the incursion problems, right?
Right. And like it has to, if you're creating mass and universes, that's going to have to be a conversation.
Yeah, and it's like a power of abuse that he would use on Franklin. And I think Franklin would be the one who would ultimately land us on the reset that Kevin Feige's been talking about.
And my curiosity is
if he'll die.
Franklin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like if he's
Otherwise, he's too
if he's
powerful.
around, yeah,
Like he's too OP.
Yeah.
Any problem? Like
Yeah.
it just there's no.
Yeah.
But my curiosity is if you can get the Sony rights and everything solved by then, if you bring in Miles and stuff that way, like
Interesting.
incursions and universes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to see, because that's how Secret Wars is for, is to bring in Miles. It'd be interesting to have Miles start.
Well, it's just so interesting to think. Yeah, I think that will be the way they do it. But it's interesting when you look at that post-credit scene of how that few seconds tells you so much about the possibilities of what they can do.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people went into this not understanding the significant. And admittedly, when I saw the first trailer, I didn't know anything about Franklin Richards really.
Yeah.
And then as I got deep dove into the comics, I'm like,
Especially Hickman.
I'm like, Franklin Richards is going to be like the most important thing in this whole thing. And he was so important to the plot of Fantastic Four. And now it makes way more sense how Doom would be able to do all the things they're doing for their big event movie if he's able to weaponize a relationship with a young Franklin Richards.
Yeah, and that's the ultimate invasion and lack of being able to protect your child.
Yeah.
Is like when someone gets the kid to think that you're the safe space.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cruel.
Like that's dark.
That's
like
cruel.
That's the ultimate in betrayal and the ultimate in like, you took everything from me, I'm taking everything from you.
That emotional manipulation.
Yeah, and he's always been jealous of Reed. So like, what does he do? Take the thing that Reed cares about most and Sue cares about most.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
In one frame. Like we did not see much. Also,
it's getting me. A lot of my hype for Doomsday is like coming around.
I'm still reticent, but I'm hoping. I was reticent. I mean, I'm excited to talk, spoiler review with you, but a lot of my concerns stayed concerns, but the movie was so good that they got absolved. I'm hoping I get that with Downey Jr., where my concerns are still probably going to be valid, but the movie's so good that it's fine.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping, because I'm still worried. But like, I trust in the team and I trust in Downey's acting, and that moment was impactful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, I'm in to try.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm excited.
I
just am not. I'm not going like, I'm still at a 9 concern, but I'm at a 10 excitement. But I'm not going to pretend the 9 isn't still there.
I think the thing is that I love the movie. I love the movie.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting to love the movie this much.
Sure.
That this movie alone got me excited more about them being a focal point and maybe perhaps the main characters of the next Avengers movie.
They should be if it's called Doomsday.
Exactly. And if that's the case, then I'm more excited for it now,
I can see that.
especially because they've really sold me on this new cast of characters.
Yeah.
And especially what that would do for Reed and Sue primarily. And you see how personal their emotions get. You know, like he's breaking down in the finale. There's such a harrowing part of the finale of the film, and the emotional thrust. I'm like, oh shit, man, this might actually work now. Yeah,
It'd be really interesting because it felt like the original plan was it to be a Shang-Chi trilogy.